All right, I think we are on. We are live. I hope we are good with the audio. I've got this two Seestars running. How is everyone doing tonight? I've had insane technical difficulties, but what's going on, everyone? I've had some insane technical difficulties, but I've had new devices and had to do a firmware update on one of the devices, and it got stuck at 99%. Like the Seestar, the newest update, I had it on the other ones, and anyway, it just and I ended up having to exit, so I can't do EQ mode right now on my S50, but that's okay. Um, it'll be okay. It'll be okay for the next stream. I'll get it up and running. I'm so bummed out about that, but it's okay. All right. So I had to jump off EQ mode to get on regular mode. So I looks like I think we're okay. Um, the moon is practically getting to full moon, so not gonna be the best for some objects tonight, but we're gonna try. Um, and we're gonna talk about the amazing news from the NEAF conference. So excited. Let's see who we have in the house tonight before we get into the good news and the Seestar, the S30 Pro news, which is wild. And I don't even know if I can say, were we expecting this? Maybe, but I didn't expect already a launch this quickly to where like it's coming really soon. Absolutely not expecting that. That was so wild. That was so wild. Um I like to get my stars first in view and make sure we're good and leveled. Got my S30. You've got the S50 on the left and the S30 on the right. All right, so we've got Astro Ted in the house. What's going on, Ted? John D. Awesome. I want to first off again just tell everyone thank you so much for the support has been wild and awesome for the Seestar covers, the protective covers. So thank you to everyone who's ever watched this channel, continues to watch this channel, who donates, who supports. You guys are just absolutely amazing, and this has absolutely helped this channel just grow. So thank you so much, everyone. Just amazing. Everyone who's joining the Discord. Yeah, everyone's sharing their images. It's just super cool. Yeah, Astro Ted. I like that, Ted. I like that nickname. Super awesome. Super awesome. Okay, what should we image tonight, guys? I've got my. I should have my do anti do. Oh, there we go. Let me turn it on. I know I turned it on the S30. I wanted to look at a. Let me see. How can I find it in here? Is it gonna a double star? Because some of my favorite things are double stars too, like Alberio, but Alberio is not visible right now. But ooh, cool. Or Caroli. Okay, let's. Can my Seestar look at that, or are we gonna be blocked by the building or something? Where is this? Arthur in the house. Yes. What's up? What's up, Arthur? Thank you so much, Ted. Thank you. I mean, who doesn't love astronomy? Like, how can we not get hyped about this stuff? Like, this stuff is just amazing. You know, like this stuff is just amazing. Oh, is my Seestar gonna? Whoa, that was quick. This is a double star, guys. There's two that I wanted to look at. Okay, this that was blazing fast. Um, whoa, that was cool. That was very cool. So this star right here, let me exit that. Let me open up Sky Guide and get in. Let me get in there with the mouse. There we go. Um. Look at me bummed out that I couldn't use EQ tonight. Oh, I'm so bummed out. Okay, I was like running. I was okay. So I tried doing, like I said, I was doing the firmware update, and it just, it just, it just stopped on me for. It just stayed at 99%, 99% for like 20 minutes. Anyway, I don't think the first time I ran it, it was doing that for my other devices. But I've heard of the 1 hour. I've heard of the 1 hour 99% thing. Like it sounds like the 1 hour of death. Like it's never gonna work again. And I was like, is this happening to me? But anyway, so I just got out of EQ. I'm like, okay, this is not gonna work tonight. I'm just gonna have to do EQ another night. But anyway, that's all right. It is what it is. So much to talk about. We have to talk about the S30 release. Did anyone even did, let's be honest, guys. Were we like really expecting them? I know they said they were going to be earlier releases. Like they were going to for anything new with regards to the Seestar, they said they were working on getting these things released earlier. And I'm like, "Oh, absolutely earlier it has been." Like, but I guess I thought where they would just announce it, "Oh yeah, like I thought at NEAF they were going to be like, "Yes, we have the new S30 is going to come out, the Pro or the S50 Pro or the S70 or whatever it is, right?" I literally was like, "Okay." I thought that was just going to be it. And then maybe for the end of the year, but they actually had like the prototype there. I was like, "Wait, what?" So a lot of people who just got their S30 are like, "You've got to be kidding me. I just got the S30." So, how are you guys feeling about that? Cuz I don't know. I think everyone, a lot of people uh you know, were like not expecting that. And some people are like, "Okay, wait. I just got the S30. What do I do now?" But you have to think of it this way, that you're not going to be able to have your pro until probably closer towards the end of the year. I mean, unless you're willing to wait that long, right? So the S30 is still an awesome device. The S50 is still an awesome device. Yeah, so what are you guys saying in the chat? Um Astro Ted is just saying no idea. Yeah, like John, no idea. No idea, right? What's up, Flying Dutchie? What's going on? Thanks for joining. Um oh, some of you guys don't have good weather right now to, or I guess aren't able to image tonight. Um if anybody starts imaging, if they want to do it on the Discord, I might be able to pull your stream up now. Your live streaming, just because I upgraded everything. So exciting. Everything's upgraded. We can do everything now on the live streams with no issues. So thanks to you guys. Um but what was I gonna say? What was I going with this? Okay, so we were talking about the S30 Pro. Yes, so just okay, John was thinking the S50 Pro would come first. I thought so too. So okay. I have some theories about this. So first of all, we're gonna we're gonna compare the specs to the S30 Pro. I know a lot of people already know. I've seen all the advertisements, I guess, for it, but we're still gonna talk about it here. We're gonna dig deep into that a bit. But this is what I was thinking. So you know how with with your devices today, like your cell phones. First of all, cell phones, computers, tablets, these things are getting upgraded. Like you buy one today, and in 6 months, like Apple, I think releases every 6 months like a new device. I'm starting to see that with I guess with what the Seestar is doing, it's kind of hitting me that that's what they're gonna do. But I think it was so quick for us. Like I think it just came so in our face. Like we were like all of you guys are saying, we were not expecting it. Didn't know. Arthur, same thing. So um, it is what it is. But I think we have to see it that way, where that's just the way these mega astronomy companies are gonna go towards that route, where they're gonna probably, it feels like ZWO, I shouldn't say all of them, but like ZWO might be releasing something new now every 6 months. So, sometimes I've held back from like getting a new phone or a new device or a new computer because I'm like, oh, in 6 months there's gonna be a new one. But if you think about it, if the longer that I keep waiting, that I'm never gonna get the new one. Like, and that's happened to me several times. So I'm like, okay, I just got to a point where I just need a new device, right? So I think it's the same thing where we have to see the way we have to see these devices, like these astronomy incredible smart scopes, where they're gonna be releasing them like that. On top of that, this is what they said at NEAF, which is what they're worried about. It's like they're ready to want to release the Pro of the S50 or like even bigger ones, right? Like an S70, but they don't they can't even set the price on the Pro S30 Pro right now. They can't, because they're saying like the markets are in turmoil. Like they can't, it's just too many crazy things right now with that, so they can't set a price. Which is like, okay, like, so I think, and not only that, but you have to think that the fact that they keep, if they're going to keep upgrading the cameras and the sensors and all that stuff, how can they keep the price down? Because that's their goal. So their goal is for it to always be simple for beginners. That's what, uh, right, the maker of the Seestar said. ZWO, the head guy said, right, they just always want to make it user friendly, easy to use. Before they start going into more complex Seestars, I guess they rather it always be easy to use and also budget friendly. So at what point could it stay budget friendly if if they're gonna keep upgrading those sensors and stuff? I don't know what budget friendly would be. At what point, would it? I don't know. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? And I'm gonna bring up the specs to this stuff. By the way, the I want to see this double star. So this core Caroli is actually supposed to resolve into two stars. It's a double star. That's why I have it up. Um, there's two that I wanted to see, like another one too. Mizar, I think it's called. I have to check. Um, okay. Let me let me catch up with the chat, and I want to know how you guys are feeling about this. And I want to do a little poll on this because I want to know what y'all are feeling. I'm hearing just so many mixed emotions about the S30 Pro. Like, um, how can I start this poll? So where are we? Where are we here? Ted, I'm sorry you're still struggling with the Discord. You have to have like two devices at the same time. It's kind of, if you only use like your phone, you won't be able to see what everybody else would be streaming or like be able to see the whole some of the instructions that I have on there explain that. I have some instructions on there on the Discord. I know it sounds super complicated. It's actually very simple, but you'd have to be on a computer and on your phone to be able to do like, it's just better to be able to do your own live streaming of your Seestar. So um I need to pull up the Discord just to see. Oh, wait, is that you? Who's somebody's I think you're on. Oh, cool. Okay. I got to pull you up. I see you. I see you. I see you, Ted. I see you're doing Horsehead Nebula, I think. Okay, I got to pull yours up. Um okay. Let's do this. Okay. You'll see what I'm doing, guys. Give me a minute here. Um Okay, let's start a little poll. Don't forget your poll is anonymous. The poll answers are anonymous, so I have no idea who writes what on there. Okay, we just get a percentage. And I just really want to get an overall feel of what everyone is thinking. So, okay. Kavik Man, thanks for joining. A lot of people disappointed. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying. But, um and that's what I mean that like I think these scopes, these smart telescopes, from what I'm seeing ZWO maybe wants to do. I have no insider info, guys, but I feel like it's almost like the way phones are now, right? They're just gonna keep upgrading them, and they're just gonna, maybe every 6 months, every year, there's just gonna be a new one and a new one as they try to figure out pricing and stuff like that and how to keep it budget friendly. This is very interesting. All of this is very, very interesting. Wow. Where is, let me see. If I was, okay, the moon is looking incredible. So what I'm imaging that's supposed to be a double star for Caroli. Let me move my S30 screen over here better. Where is this located? This is northeast. Everybody see that? So you guys see that? It's actually double. Can you guys see that? I can't even zoom in. I cannot zoom in anymore. It's actually a double star. The most beautiful double star to me is Alberio, but I wanted to see how these look. And Alberio is like two different colors, but this one is like maybe similar. It's hard to even see the difference. It's already been at 9 minutes, but that's what we have. Okay, okay. Crazy that the Sky Atlas shows the moon is not even there. But I never calibrate. I just like go. I just like, since out of the box, um it's just there. It's just there. And I love that secondary camera. I love that camera there. Okay. Video. I like raw mode. And all right. So wait, what? Max Ice? First of all, cool name. Um, you know what? I people are saying that they're very like quiet about anything higher than the S30 Pro. But at the same time they are working on this. Like they are working on the future models, like past the Pro. I know they are. Um yeah, like this is crazy that you're saying that. I believe it, but I felt like they didn't want people to know stuff, like, you know? Um yeah. What's up, Frank Harris? John, what are you asking me? Are you asking me something there? Or was that for someone else? Um, let me pull up now what I want to pull up. Um, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this Pro. S30 Pro. I have it in this folder. There it is. Okay, guys. A lot of just this is super crazy, like it's very very cool. All the little features that they're adding to it. It's it is very it is super super cool. I actually created a little, let me see if I can find it too. The specs too. I know they have their own leaflet, but I have my own that I want to show. Um, I can't find it right now. Where'd it go? There we go. Okay. So, first of all, the storage space has increased, which makes sense. They have to do that because they're increasing like the sensor size and all this stuff. Like you need more space, right? That's what they were mentioning. So 256 gigabytes of space. The more and more that they keep upgrading these sensors and these models, they're gonna have to always be increasing the space, which I think that's why it's gonna be hard about keeping it budget friendly. I think they're gonna try their best. I know that's what they want to do, but um they, you know, That's what's so hard. That's why I think they can't even set the price for the S30 Pro, and I'm gonna guess it'll be like it has to be 499 because they've already gone up on the prices right now. The S30 Pro is no longer 349, it's 399, right? US dollars. And so imagine if, I can't see it being 50 more dollars than what it is now, the Pro. It has to be, I mean, I'm assuming, has to be maybe 499. So what is that going to say about the other models? I don't know. But I think a lot of people are willing to pay a bit more. Like I really wish that they would have jumped straight to like S70 or something, but I think they're just gonna do it little by little. But they could surprise us, and by the end of the year, now there's like an S70 Pro. But storage space is gonna increase. Optical upgrades, like we said, sensors, cameras, these four element refractors. So they were mentioning like rounder stars, clearer, not so much noise, right? It's gonna just bring everything up just amazing, right? Everything is gonna be looking way better. Um Astro Ted, that's yeah, that's cool. And that's good that you feel that. That's good that you like got the hang of it. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. That's what we don't know, fish fan. So that's what I'm referring to. We don't know the price point yet. So we know it's gonna come out, I guess, at least for pre-orders in June, July. I heard also July. June, July. So we don't know. It's probably, I'm guessing, it's 499 US dollars. Um, yeah. So hey, Jason, in the house. Awesome. Yeah. That's the thing too. So maybe the next one won't be till next spring. Maybe. That's what's so but I'm telling you it's so crazy because I feel like the S30 just came out. Some people are just getting their S30. Like literally just got it a week or a month ago. So, you know, I feel like I don't know what to expect for how soon a bigger better model will come, will be. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Um, yeah. Richard, thanks for joining. Yeah. I know. I think they're that's what they're literally trying to figure out is how to keep the cost down. How to keep the cost down. That's what they want. That's the whole point of Seestar. Is number 1 easy to use, beginner friendly, number 2 budget friendly. That's why they created this. And it's gotten more and more people into astronomy than ever before, younger generations into astronomy than ever before too. Really, really even super younger people because I've heard of like dads using it with their, grandkids or with their kids that are like 6, 7, 8 years old, which is awesome. Like they're teaching them this stuff. Um, and so we're gonna have a wider field of view, which is super, super cool too. Wider field of view. Um, yeah, USB ports. More USB ports would be awesome. I agree with that too, Ted. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, this is only gonna go up from here. Like as far as like, I think it's just gonna get better and better, better and better. Um. Oh, before I forget something, I want to mention as we keep talking about this, guys. Check check this out. First of all, hold on 1 second here. Let me center my moon. Okay. Um, I don't want to forget this, but some of you may or may not know already, but Let me minimize this. Did you guys see this? There's been a resurgence of Corona Borealis, and it's it's now in the catalog. I don't know. Can you guys see that? So you just put TCRB, and now it's there, which is pretty cool. It's there. It's next to the i5. Can I zoom in? I'm on my Mac now, so I can't zoom in as easily as I would. Huh. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. I can't zoom in more though. But okay, you see how it says IC4587? So Corona Borealis is always right next to that. So anyway, pretty cool. I know some people started trying to keep track of it again, but there it is. If you go to your Sky Atlas, you can find Corona Borealis now. I clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. So search TCRB. Awesome. Who knows when that star's gonna go nova? We're waiting. Back to stargazing. I feel like it's just gotten quicker. I mean, I'm on alt as mode, but I feel like my Seestar is just like blazing fast. Both of them today. Like the S30, I can never complain though. It's just insanely fast all the time. It's so fast. Okay, so going back to the specs, uh, wider field of view is going to be awesome. Um, the upgraded set sensors, and now this 4K resolution, because right now it's like 1080p, which is HD. But this should be very interesting. I'm assuming that they will post more images, like test images. They already put some on their social media accounts. I saw it already on Instagram, but didn't nothing like wowed me right now. I was like, okay, they need to get some more test images. But I'm curious about that 4K. Um and one of the coolest things, guys, is this new field of view for Milky Way and star trails, which a lot of people have been asking for that for so long. That is very, very, very cool. So I'm assuming then every scope from now on after that, after this Pro, is going to have that secondary camera, like the S30 has right now. And then this is just amazing. This is going to blow everything out of the water. Like, this is awesome. Milky Way star trail images, like, that's super exciting. Super, super exciting. So available for pre-order. Like we said, June, July, delivery later on in the year. Oh, I didn't see. What did you guys feel about the what did the poll results say? Did I miss it? Oh, how are y'all feeling? So 66%, we had 9 votes. 66% said not yet. I want ZWO to watch these streams because they can learn from all of us and how we feel about this stuff. So that's very interesting. I mean, we had only 9 votes, but that's okay. Definitely getting it is 33%. That is very interesting. And I feel like it goes back to that feeling of like when you have a phone and then companies release the next upgrade every 6 months, and then you're like, oh, I could probably wait a year or two. I feel like it's that kind of, that's the way I'm feeling it. That's, like, okay, do I get the next one or do I wait another year? Because let's face it, we're not gonna, if whoever orders the S30 Pro, you probably won't get it till towards the end of the year already anyway. So, you know, if you're gonna just keep hanging on and waiting, well then you're just gonna have to wait a really long time for the next one that gets released, right? You're talking about maybe a year and a half, I'm guessing from today, for you to get like the 70 or the 80 or the 50 Pro, whatever it is that they're gonna come out with. So if like it's like, are you patient enough to wait that long? You know, going back to the point though that our S50 and our S30 are amazing devices. Amazing, without a doubt. We know that already. But of course, who doesn't want the bigger and better, right? Or just it getting better and better. So anyway, just stuff to think about. You know, should we just get it now because we still have to wait probably a year and a half or so for the next big one that we all really want. So I did see that they debuted their pant tilt head. Yeah, and I think they said still like another month or so for that. So it's, if I heard correctly, this wedge that they're gonna use, or the pan tilt head, um, they partnered with some other company. So I'm wondering if that's what the delay is too. They're partnering with some other company, but I'm like, by now it's like a lot of us already have other wedges or other mounts that we're using anyway. But this is pretty interesting. So I from what I understood, it seemed like they were partnering with another company that's making these for them. I gotta go back and check that, but that's what it seemed like. I don't know if that's what the holdup is too. Um, yeah. Richard, I'm not, let me see if I'm understanding you correctly. So leveling is not as important on EQ mode. You can have I have my leveler on just to have it a little bit higher and for other reasons too, but it's not as important. You just need to be reasonably leveled to use EQ. Not sure if I'm understanding correctly where you're going, but that's that's my understanding of what you might be asking there. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah. Jason, you said you're just gonna sell your S50. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, this is just wild stuff. Let me bring up the specs for, see if I can find it. The comparison images. Do I have it up? There we do. We have it. Let me move this. So, yep. This is, I'm still so shocked. I need to zoom in on this. Um, Still so shocking. Everyone is shocked. I know it's not just me. So, this is very interesting. I mean, how much storage? This is crazy to me, just the amount of storage that they went up on. Like, I know that I said like they have to, but it is like, wow. So, because all I keep thinking about is, okay, for the next one, how much storage? Like triple, quadruple the storage. So then, how much the price, right? And they're gonna end up upgrading the cameras, everything. But it's cool that they can keep the weight of the S30 Pro. Looks like they're keeping the weight to, it's like exactly the same thing as the one we have now. For those of us that have the S30, which is like, it's super portable. I feel like I could flip it up in the air and catch it with one hand. It's just so awesome. Um but there, the weight is being kept down with the Pro version 2, despite all these little upgrades, which is super cool. The Milky Way photography has to be one of the coolest things. One thing I wanted to say that they mentioned about the Milky Way photography too is they said it would be obviously available within the app, and obviously, and but it'll be very, once again, user friendly, like a single touch thing, like the Star Trail mode and the Milky Way mode. available with just a single touch, going to be very simple for beginners. And of course, we believe that, we know that, because they did so well with the EQ mode to make it so awesome and user friendly and so intuitive, so practical, so easy to use, right? So you can only imagine that, as they said, it's going to be super easy to learn how to do the star trail and with a touch of a button. I mean, that is pretty cool. So, I mean, guys, to be honest, I just always feel like with this company, with ZWO, you always get what you, I feel like you get what you pay for. They're going to continue upgrading the app, upgrading the software, excuse me, right? Integrating all these things, right? Thankfully, they haven't locked it to where people have to pay extra for all these little features and stuff. Like that's what's really cool. So, um yeah. Alcy, what's going on, bro? Yeah, tariffs. I know. That's why exactly they haven't set the price for the Pro. That's exactly why they haven't set the price for the Pro. They said literally, I believe his name is Simon Lewis, the representative engineer, tech engineer of ZWO, of Seestar, and all this stuff. Literally said the markets are in turmoil. So, you know, it is what it is. So, wow, 599. Wow, I'm thinking 499, but I hope it's not 599, because then that only means that the future model is even more, but way more, way more. So, um, okay, John, that's such a great point. That is such a great point. I think my Celestron, which I hardly get out anymore because it's such a hassle. I have an 8-inch. It's big. It's big for me. It's big. That thing is heavy for me. Bulky, heavy. Uh, they keep saying those Celestron Nextstars are stuck. They're still selling somehow. I mean, I got one, not a couple years ago. There's, I feel like people are saying that like it's still stuck in the 80s or 90s technology or something. You get no updates. So that's, and how much do we pay for a Celestron, right? $2,000, 1,500, 2,000. Now of course Celestron has their own smart scopes, which is really cool. The price is insane. I don't know if they're doing all these updates to their softwares though, but that's why I say, like, with ZWO, like, you can't ever go wrong because they keep pushing updates. They keep improving as they go, which is super cool. Um, yeah. Yeah, Jason, I think so too. Yeah, it's got to be somewhere, yeah, somewhere between 450, 499. Um, yeah. Yep. Yep. Um, yeah. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. They have to announce it soon because if pre-orders are for June, they're probably gonna, I'm gonna guess, like, within the next couple weeks they're gonna say something. I think so. Maybe mid-May or something. I don't, I mean, even before, they have to say it for May, beginning of May, or at latest mid-May, because yeah, they have to. They have to. Um the S30 is 450. I thought it was 499. Am I wrong? 'Cause I think it was 349 and then look it up. Yeah, it's 399. It was 349. I'm seeing it in US dollars. I know some people are sometimes watch from the UK and other countries, but as of now, I'm seeing that it's 399 for the S30. and it used to be $349. A lot of people, that's how they got it when it was just, for the pre-orders and stuff. I don't know if it was even less than that during pre-orders. Sometimes the pre-orders are less. Keep that in mind too. Um Sometimes the pre-orders are, I know for the S50 that happened too. Some people got the S50 for like $100 less, now $150 less than what it is now. So, what's up from Houston? Landscape Design Management. Thanks for joining. Awesome. Um yeah, so anyway guys, keep that in mind. Uh yeah. So that's one of the cool things about pre-ordering. You could get a good deal. Um John, I does anybody know about this too? ED ED glass? Oh my gosh. Ted. While I celebrate, someone look up ED glass. Insane support. Thank you, Ted. Save up for the S30 Pro. Thanks, Ted. Thanks to all of you guys, donations and everything. I've been able to upgrade to new computer for live streams and all that. Thank you so much. Um, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Uh, you guys are amazing. Okay. Um, so I didn't hear about that ED glass, and now I'm going crazy looking for it. Uh, really? Okay, I'm seeing that information for the regular S30 has an ED glass extra low dispersion. Actually, I should pull it up. This is from the website, from the ZWO website. Oh wow. Wait a minute. Okay. This is straight from. I gotta pull this up so you guys can see it. Where does it say it on here? Oh, I'm hoping by the way that the batteries last longer. The batteries, they didn't talk about that. The batteries need to last longer on the devices. I also wanted to charge faster. Um, huh. Okay, let me pull this up, guys. Let me see. My web browser. Properties. I think it's way in the background. Let me pull it up. Oh, maybe I can't. Where is it? So I'm reading about that ED glass, but it seems like it's in the S30 right now. So I kind of. Okay, show the window. Oh, there it is. It was hiding behind there. Can you guys see that? I'll have to super zoom in. So, you guys see this? It says this is just the regular Seestar S30. Um, ED glass, extra low dispersion, and it means less false colors like purple, green. Okay, well that's awesome. Um, quad design. Okay. Yeah, so Celestron is thanks what matters most. Thank you. Thanks, man. Celestron is updating the Celestron Origin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's pretty cool. I've seen people do these comparisons, the Origin with the S50. Um, who was that? Was that Space Koala? She's super cool. And was it her? Somebody else? And they were like, for the price of, you might as well get a Seestar. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, that's crazy. Like, um, all right, John, I got you. I got you. Yeah. I'm assuming it is probably even just these sensors, this glass, all of this stuff. The optics is just more better and better, just upgrading better and better and better. So, um, yeah. Yeah, so this is gonna be super interesting. I was trying to look into the. Do you guys notice how it says? I gotta point to it on my browser, but on the specs there it says like the Bluetooth Wi-Fi. It's gonna have NFC now. I thought that was like a Bluetooth connection, and is that gonna? But I think it's to be able to wirelessly send the photos from your phone. It could help with wirelessly sending the photos from your phone to your um from the Seestar, excuse me, to your phone. Like a airdrop kind of thing is how I'm seeing that. I'm not very technical with that. I could be super super wrong, but NFC is near field communication from what I looked up. Any of you guys super techie with this stuff, let me know. It's for short range, and it sounds to me like a airdrop Bluetooth kind of thing. If you have Apple devices, you know what I'm talking about, and you can just like airdrop an image or a photo to someone else's phone like in a second. So I could be wrong, but it says it's some type of it's technology like that. Oh, I have it up there because I was looking it up earlier too. Um, yeah, it's like to share files. I guess it'll be easier. Maybe we don't have to hook up our Seestar to the computer to transfer files. Maybe is that what it could be for? That's why it's so cool that like I said, you get your money's worth with these Seestars. Like you get what you pay for. These cool constant upgrades. It is very very you know. That's why I'm kind of hyped about this whole S30 Pro. Like wow, how is this gonna be? I'm pretty hyped about it. I feel like I went from like I'm like what happened? Like I was almost disappointed, and then I'm like, when they started talking about it, I'm like, wait, when I really analyzed the whole thing, I'm like, wait, this is actually pretty cool. Still wish it was an S70 or S80, but I think could probably be another year. That could probably be another year, a year and a half to where we get it at home is my guess. Yep. Um. Yeah. Okay. My star. Let me see my star in the background. Um. Super 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 exciting though. It is still super exciting. Um. Okay. My star in the background didn't resolve the way I wanted it to. Now I'm wondering about the other one. Double stars. Oh, this one might be better. You can see it right away there. Let's just go. Let's do this. Oh, Ted, airdrop is NFC. It was exactly what my assumption was. So to me, then we'll be able to transfer files on the S30 Pro. Um, like just transfer it easy wirelessly. Um, yeah, just like with the touch of a button, you just airdrop it. You don't need to connect your Seestar, right? A lot of people are post processing and doing all this stuff. You don't need to connect your Seestar to your computer anymore. You can just, that's my guess. That's my guess. Ooh, it got the star quick in there. Let's see if we can resolve. Is this the double star thing? Like, is it like here and here? That's why I love Alberio more. It's like right next to it. Um, that would be super cool. That would be very, very cool. And I've been so impressed with the S30. You can, like I mentioned in my last live stream, you can see the difference of the camera immediately as you're, especially with imaging nebula that's like super popular and easy to see, like the Orion Nebula, Horsehead Nebula. You can I think, Ted, are you still in the Discord? Let me open up the Discord. Is anybody imaging? Ted, are you still imaging? I gotta open up the Discord. See, I can even pull up your stream in here. If you're still there, no pressure. I gotta check. I gotta check. But what I was gonna say is, um, what was I saying with this? So the the amazing, I immediately noticed the difference in the camera, the sensor, the sharpness of the image, of the images, like the Orion and Horsehead in my S30. To me, it was very obvious difference. It was very, like, in an instant I said, okay, this is better. The S30, the sensor, this is better. Comparing it to the S50, the colors were richer. I said that, I mentioned it before. I'm just mentioning it again though. The colors were richer, they were crisp. You guys that have the S30 already, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it was noticeable for me immediately. Um, so yeah, Jeff Price, I feel you. I see what you mean though too. I understand both thoughts of people who are like, nope, I'm gonna wait for the bigger one. And then people who are like, doesn't matter, I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get now. So um yeah, I get it. I understand both sides. Okay, Ted, I see you. How can I bring you in? I've never tried it. Let me join you in there. Let me watch your stream. Okay, Ted. Looking uh gorgeous, your um horse head. Yeah, you know what, John? They shocked me when they reached out to me, and I do have contact with them. I wouldn't say regularly, but recently, because of the S30, and we were going back and forth and I was asking questions. They've reached out to me for other little things. I was super honored about, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Um, but I wish I had some insider info that I could tell you guys, but I don't. But yeah, definitely, like, I am honored to know that they even know that I exist, and that I have this channel, because I'm not, like I've said a million times, I'm not I'm not sponsored by them or anything. No, they're there's been no there's no compensation exchange between ZWO and me, so at all. So you guys are my sponsors. Are you kidding me? You guys are amazing, like with donations and all that stuff, right? Like all of you guys buying the Seestar covers and just it's been so cool, like so unreal. I know Ted, you posted a picture earlier. That was that of the Seestar cover, but yeah, definitely, John. Yeah, I don't want to be too pushy either, and take too much advantage of my privilege with them, but I definitely will keep in touch, and we'll see. We'll see what happens with the S30 Pro. That would be super cool. Super cool. Okay, I'm loving this Mizar double star. This is pretty cool. Um and Ted, I'm still trying to figure out how to bring you in. I have your I'm watching you. I'm watching that you're streaming the Horsehead Nebula. It looks amazing. I think we've got some nice clear sky, beautiful clear skies tonight in Southern California. I know you're in California too, and not too far from me. Um, how can I bring you in? Wow, so I guess wow, some of you guys are just not gonna get the pro yet, but it's like I feel like people are divided with 50-50. John Squeaky Wheel gets the attention. Oh man. But Jason, are you imaging at Starfront right now? Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Um, that is super cool. Okay, I think I can bring you in. Oh, there we are, Ted. So this is Ted is live streaming on the Discord. Feel free to join the Discord, guys. Um, the link is pinned in the chat. And we have Ted right now. He's streaming. Oh, Horsehead is looking good. Um, that's AID noise too. Okay, Ted. I must say, like, I know you're not that far from me. I'm trying to figure out how much less light pollution you could have from me. But I think because you're in a big city too. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, it looks amazing. You've been imaging like over 30 minutes. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. That looks really good. That looks good. Oh, Richard, you are Santa Barbara? Santa Barbara County? Cool. Near the Space Force base? Guys, I'm so glad that I can stream tonight because I've been the weirdest thing that's happening out here now is that I have clear skies. I'm not surprised about clear skies. I think the area where I live I have really nice clear skies. I would say most of the year. My problem is the winds. Have winds, it's like it ruins everything. Um it really just yeah, like 20-mile-per-hour winds have been wild and I'm just like I can't live stream like that. It's going to be too annoying. I'm going to have insane star trails and yeah, like what on earth? Um oh, you're in Bortle 6? Makes a difference then. Definitely. That's I mean, that's gorgeous right there. Awesome, Ted. Um yeah, so Ventura County, Ted. Okay. I'm Jason, I'm not in EQ mode. I ran 5 minutes late to the stream. I was doing a firmware update and I had to cancel out of EQ. I'm so bummed out. I was saying earlier, I don't know if that's what you're asking, but oh, my lock just fell out of my wedge. But um whoop, I'm blurred out of my camera. My yeah, so yeah, I'm not in EQ mode right now, but next stream I should have it running. Oh man, I'm like blurred out. What is going on with my camera? There we go. Um, yeah. Okay. Really wanted to do Markarian's chain and all that tonight, but I'm like, with the moon out like this, there's some there. I want to do Leo triplet. With the moon out like this, it's just too too annoying sometimes. Even though I love the moon. Um. Oh man, guys. So at the end of the day, with the S30 Pro, what are you guys the most hyped about? What would you say, like, if you could just have it at your doorstep right now? If you just had it, would it be the Milky Way star trail, or just the fact that like just the sensors are going to be better cameras and stuff? You know, what would be the main thing? What gets you to want to get it like right now? What would you say? Yep. Um. Yep. I think that's pretty cool too. I have to agree. I think that's pretty awesome. I think that's pretty awesome. Yeah. That's really fun. Some people get cameras separately just for that stuff sometimes, so that is really, really cool. Yeah. John, Star Trails. I really want that too. I really want those two features. I want the Milky Way mode. You know, it's cool that like at the end of the day, honestly, with your phone, with phones nowadays, they can capture Milky Way. If you live in really dark skies, they can capture Milky Way really well. Like if you have an iPhone 11 and up, it really can. But of course, um, with the Seestar, I mean that's it's gonna be cool if we can do it with that. It's gonna be really really cool. Absolutely. And Richard, you're gonna wait for the bigger Seestar. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Like I said, I totally understand both sides. People wanting the one now and yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I just realized one now that I have my Seestar, I have the S50 on the left here, and I have it running now on my new computer. So like it's not tied to my phone device or my tablet. My S30 is tied to my phone or tablet. So um but what I notice is that I can't zoom in like the way I can zoom into like the moon super easy. I can't zoom in on my S50 on the left. Um, where is my mouse? Yeah. Speaking of that, being able to control two Seestars. So apparently that's like in the works too, being able to control more than one Seestar on one same device. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but that would be interesting because guys, hear me out here. What do you guys think about this? So the one of the I guess because I'm thinking maybe in a different way because I do live streams, but I'm wondering like if you can control more than one Seestar on one device, on just through one app, one device, right? Then would it be like where you can see both of the things that you are imaging? Like let's say how do I show it? Let me can you guys see my mouse there? So let's say like half of this screen would be my S30 and the other bottom half would be S50. I'm trying to figure out how that would work that I they you can control both devices or more than one. Some people have like 4 or 5 Seestars. So I'm like, okay, you can control more than one on just with one device, but how do you see all your everything that you're imaging at once, right? Because then it's going to look smaller if you're going to have the screen cut in half. But is there going to be a way to where I can just have it bigger maybe on my computer? Can I see this on the computer now? I'm trying to think how that's going to work. Um I mean, I'm not the engineer behind it. I guess I don't have to worry about it, but I'm very curious as to what they're going to do. Split screen, two windows? Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm like it's going to be if you're doing it on your phone, right? It's so tiny like once you split the view. I don't know. I'm curious. Buy a bigger monitor. Oh. Oh, uh let me get back in the Discord. Uh what are you doing there? Ted. M44? M44. Beehive? Oh, that is cool. Okay, you have great skies. Oh, okay. I'm noticing something, Ted, and this is what I have to tell everyone. Ted, pull up your image again because I've been wanting to test this. Am I also having that issue? I want to know if EQ mode fixed um there's been some issues with the queue where do you see that banding that you have? The weird thing is, Ted, I'm wondering if I have that too, or you guys. I have this white banding too. I'm not even on EQ mode right now. I'm looking at yours, Ted. So people are saying, I thought that that's what I wanted to test. I thought that this update, the new update, had fixed it. Where this issue with the light and the banding here, um, you guys know what I'm talking about? Have you guys noticed that with EQ mode? Because a lot of people are talking about that, and they mentioned that it would they would fix that, but they just took out the update, and I don't know if it got fixed yet. First time you've seen it? Wait, Ted, are we talking about the same thing? The banding? Yeah, because earlier you had Horsehead, and I didn't see that. I wonder if it's just the fact that it's near, like, there's like a light, kind of, there's too much light pollution coming from that area or something, or. But a lot of people are saying this issue with EQ and that banding, that light, that white band vertical thing. So, um, okay. John, I see. That's cool. Yes. Me too. I use tablet too. So I actually have that's my S30 right now, on the tablet with the moon. On my tablet right here. Yep, and yeah, that would work when it comes to being able to control more than one Seestar on one app. Yeah. Um so with those white bands, guys, on EQ mode, Ted, you're saying this is the first time you're seeing it. So um I'm just thinking now, like, is anybody else seeing that or noticing that? I notice that I have that, but it's like when there's like literally some like I'm imaging an object right next to the moon or too close to the moon, or literally just lights from like neighbors, like garages or floodlights, apartment buildings, stuff like that. I don't but yeah, I want to test that on the EQ mode. Could be the moon. Yeah, could be, Ted. Yeah. Yep. I think so too, but some people are saying no, that it's not. I don't understand. So in forums, I'm thinking about forums. So I think so too. And this object that I'm imaging, is it close to the I don't I is it that close to the moon? I don't even think so. So I don't know. I guess we can. I don't think it's that close. This is Mizar. Where's my keyboard? Whoops, lost it, lost it. Okay, I mean, it might be a little low. It might be an area that has a lot of like, let me think, that way, northeast. It's northeast, so there is like a lot of light pollution towards that area. I like straight when I look that way, there's so many buildings and stuff with lights insane. That could be it. I don't know. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Hmm. Oh, John, turn my contrast down. Okay, John, of course, genius. That's it. Looks a lot better. Thank you. Thanks for reminding me. Yep. I have I have new computer. I have so many new things up right now. If you guys only knew, I have 3 monitors up. Uh Sometimes I even forget to do the anti-dew, the dew heater thing. Thank you, John. Thanks for the reminder. Yes, I mean that worked. This is looking awesome. I mean it's been imaging 18 minutes, 20 minutes. Mizar, I like love the pop. I love the pop. Despite the moon. I love the pop of this. I love I love it. I love it. Alberio will still always be my favorite double star because of the different colors, but with the that gold look and then the blue, but this one is pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, pick a different object. Yeah. Um, and I didn't think I thought that one was far enough. um, yeah, because yeah. Wait, on the other side, Orion is already gone down. Hmm. M3, not that much of a difference. If I keep going too far out, I might. Oh, you know what? You know what? Okay, let me get a screenshot of this because I'm kind of loving this. Oh, you know what? Let me AI denoise before I move on. Mizar and Alcor. Um. Oh, that's right because I haven't set up my settings yet. Oh, but I think it got it. Uh okay, I think it's getting it internally though. Um. hmm. Oh, you see, guys, I haven't set up so many things on my computer. Is it this one? This one was Core Caroli. Do we have Mizar? And it's actually even telling me to give permission to my Seestar here. Okay, that was cool. That was cool though. It still probably got it in my photo album, but I gotta figure out so many things with all the new hardware that I have set up now. Um. Oh yeah, that's true. John Marcarius Chain. Yeah, absolutely. Cavigman, you're using Seestar Alp or the Alp software. Still getting the bands. Bortle 8, Full Moon. That's cool, John. Yeah, yeah. That's cool. Whoa. How did my moon get out of focus there? It's trying. M3 already popping up. Ooh. Whoa, super like blurry right now. Okay, I guess it's resolving itself. Maybe. I wish that I could zoom in like I normally can on my iPad, but um hmm. M84, M84. Oh my goodness, I would have to do the framing. Oh gosh, this is so cool though. M M87 down there? Skip. Okay, I've got Ted out here doing. Let me pull you up, Ted. Whirlpool. I love Whirlpool. I think it's my favorite. It's awesome. Looking good. And then, all right, we got 3 Seestars up. This is kind of cool. This is pretty cool. Thanks, Ted, for jumping on. Are you, how are you doing this? Do you have more than one device or how are you doing this? Oh, I thought my stream went down. Is everything okay? I'm on? That was scary. Um, okay, Ted, so you see the white banding? I'm wondering if it's just light pollution. I see that on yours, but earlier when we did the contrast and stuff, it helped significantly. Um, so now let me check M3 if the banding is going to be there if I undo the contrast. It's normal. I love globular clusters to death, guys. Like, you have no idea. I mean, you guys know I'm enthused about everything, but I I never forget the first time I saw a globular cluster through. I actually saw it through my Celestron. Um, just like through the eyepiece, which I know is nothing, right? But the first time that you see it, it's very, very, very cool. Very cool to see it through an eyepiece. I love globular clusters. Okay, so this is interesting. I'd say the white band kind of here, I guess. But when I did the yeah, Ted, this is interesting. Try to do the contrast too, see what happens. So I'm gonna play around. Yeah, like it will significantly reduce the white band. Oh, I love globular clusters so much. And This area of the sky is not the best for me because um M3 east. Yeah, like I have a lot of light pollution that way. So the fact that I'm able to get M3 um and then Markarian's chain is where again? Yeah, that okay, southeast. Okay, I mean, it's a little bit difficult for me anything getting closer to east, but with the light pollution, but there they are. Okay, let me play with the on the S32. I see the galaxies, but this is going to be tough. I see them. I see them spread around everywhere. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can see them here, here. They're popping out here. Okay, Ted, I think you just did an AID noise. Let me see. Some star trails. Oh my god, I love globular clusters. Okay, Ted. Well, this has been awesome, guys. Um, we've had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to come back to live stream when the moon is not up and out so much. But this has been awesome, and I'm glad we got to discuss S30 Pro. I'm sure we're gonna get more details very, very, very soon. Very soon. So I'll be live streaming more. And oh, Markarian's chain is wild. If you love this live stream, if you loved it, hit the like. Not bad. I must say M3 not bad for the moon being out. And I'm in like Bortle 8. Not bad at all. This is pretty cool though. We've got 3 Seestars running. Um Thank you everybody for joining. And we've had a nice night. And I will catch you all again soon. It's been fun. Yep, that's all right, Ted. I know with the satellites, it's all right. Sometimes it resolves itself. It'll go out, but it happens. Yeah, M3 um is such a good target. And just globular clusters in general are just so fun. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, this is shocking to me because the moon is, you know, this is blowing my mind. It's coming out really good. But I honestly think whenever I don't have high winds, I think almost hardly any wind tonight. I think it's like 3 mile per hour, 4 mile per hour winds or something. I'm telling you, every little bit counts. When it's very, very little winds or almost no winds, it's just better overall. for imaging. Because sometimes the sky is perfectly clear, but if I have 20-mile-per-hour winds, it just makes it really difficult. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. It's been fun.